welcome to QETVLive show with your host, Miss H. I'm so glad that you have tuned in on voxwave.com. Right now, I want you to go to your social media, at least text 5 people, let them know you are watching QETV Live show with your host, Miss H, on VoxWave. Again, thank you for viewing us. We have an awesome show lined up for you today. If you are especially a female and you're interested in sharing and knowing how to defend yourself or have some type of tool in your hand, today I want you to watch this show. We have a young lady. She's a professional, independent Damsel Pro representative, and she's going to show you and demonstrate for you today how to do some self-defense for yourself when you're walking to your car, when you are coming home late at night, or you're taking a stroll in the park, or you're with your children and you feel defenseless. Don't go anywhere. This is an important show today. We want to share with you some information to empower you on what you can do and provide some tools that can show you, and some tools that you can purchase through a company to help you learn some self-defense technique. And some of them are very, very simple and easy. Some of them is just the touch of the click, or just a touch of a button, and that way it can alarm anyone that you may need help, or show you how you can get help quick, easy, and fast. Again, don't go anywhere. Get somebody on your social media now. Text someone, email someone, IG someone. Go on YouTube, subscribe to voxwave.com, and you will see us live. Yes, we're live right here in the studio every Thursday from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. You are watching QETV Live show with your host, Mrs. H. Also, I want to just give you a prelude into next week's show. I will have my very own, I call him my internet doctor. He has been giving me some advice. I lost touch with him, but I was able to get a hold of him again, and I was able to find Dr. Johnson. He is an African-American nutritionist, and his products, I'm telling you, his products is something you want to get a hold of. I'm taking them right now. As a matter of fact, one of his products is called, as you can see, the Gap Pill. It has garlic, aloe, and parsley. And what it does, it helps regulate the blood. It cleanses the blood. If you are suffering, or you know someone suffering with type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, or on a borderline pre-diabetic, this pill right here, it is a 100 tablets. It's like a 3-month supply. You take 2 a day, and right now I can feel the difference. I was noticing, because after the summer, and now we're over into getting into the pre-holidays. We just finished with Halloween, with all the candy and the sugar. what we're doing is putting a lot of sugar in our bloodstream. And what we're not understanding is that when you dump sugar into your bloodstream, because that's what diabetes is, too much sugar in the blood. But what we want to do is we want to take pills to regulate our blood pressure. That's covering up the symptom. He will share with you next week that that is not a cure. That's a coverall. And when you continue to cover up, you are actually making it worse. He will share with you how you can actually use some of his products to rejuvenate, to cleanse, and regulate your blood, to help cleanse that blood. Because if you think about it, when you got sticky, mushy blood, who did that to your sugar? Who did that to your blood? When there is too much sugar in the blood, there was no little green men running around putting it in your blood while you sleep. You put it there. So if you put it there, guess what? You yourself can take it out. You do not have to live with high blood pressure for the rest of your life. You do not have to take insulin for the rest of your life. There are ways in which you can gradually do some things, and that's what he's going to talk about. The other product that he sells is called the Body Healer. It's almost like your multivitamin, and I love liquid products. And one of the main reasons why I like the liquids, because it gets into your bloodstream quicker. And I was, over the summers, waking up every morning having headaches. And I kind of looked it up and started looking at, blurry visions, headaches, pain in the toe and all that. They were telling me, according to what I was reading online and talked with the physician, they're saying those are pre-diabetic warnings. You hear that? And we know anytime you get a warning, it's like that yellow light. It's getting you ready because the red light is coming, okay? It's not a green light to go ahead. That yellow light is to ask you to slow down because the red light is coming. And when the red light comes, that means you should stop. Failure to stop could cause accidents, and it could cause sometimes sudden death if you slam into the wrong person. So I found that all those little things I was feeling over the summer was a yellow light flashing saying, hey, your body's trying to talk to you. Tell me something. So that's when I contact Dr. Johnson. And I contacted him about 2 weeks ago. He immediately sent me some samples of this. I'm telling you right now, I haven't finished cleaning my blood, but I'm on my way. Just in the last 2 weeks, I've waken up now. Is it waken or woken? I have awakened in the morning, and I'm not having those headaches like I was having. And, by the way, too, I've cut back, streamlined some of the sugary sodas and foods that I'm eating, too, because it's not a pill that, I take this, but yet I can continue to increase on the other end. He's going to talk about that, too, because he's an advocate to get rid of all of it and cut it out. And you know how we are. We like to snuggle with stuff anyway. So, and the other product is Immune Force. And he shared with me that you want to take this because we're getting ready to enter into the winter season and our immune system needs a boost. So I have his Immune Force, and actually I can tell the difference because I had my grandkids last week, and they had the sniffles and the nose running and everything. And usually, a couple of days after I spend time with little ones and, all the germs and stuff, you pretty much can pick it up, the common cold or the sniffles. I'm preparing my body now because I don't want that. So, that immune defense, and like I said, the Body Healer, which is a organ cleaner. It just cleansed the body. And definitely this is what I advocate for these, is to clean your blood. Because one of the things I realized too, that not only is it a natural, but also if you read in the Bible, even God himself tell us that life is in the blood. if you go to the doctor right now, they can do some blood tests on you. You know, they have several types of blood tests. Most of the time, they only give you the basic ones. What we all need when we go and get a checkup, we need that intense blood test where they do all the thorough blood tests, and your blood literally can tell you everything about your body. I did not know that until, you know, another doctor has confirmed that life is in the blood. They can find out a lot about you by just looking at your blood. So again, next week, you don't want to miss Dr. Johnson. He has offices in Miami, Florida, in Jamaica. He will be calling from Jamaica, so he will be on the phone with me during the interview. So you would have to tune in and watch QETV Live show next week from 1:30 to 2:30 with Dr. J.L. Johnson, the Aloe Man. So right now, we're going to go to a station break. And we also gonna, when I come back, I'm gonna have my special guest that's gonna be in the studio with me today, Elerie Thompson, which is an independent Damsel Pro representative. She's gonna tell you, like I said, go and talk to someone, tell them to tune in to Vox Wave, because you want to learn about all and every defense mechanism out there for you to help you, whether you're young or old, for your teenager, for your moms, for your aunties. You know, Christmas is just around the corner. These are some excellent stocking stuffing. Did I say that right? Stuff your stockings with these two. But anyway, don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
I want to show you a demonstration where we talk about cleaning the blood. I want to just give you a quick overview of what's happening in your body. You know, we talk about those 8 most dangerous foods. You've heard me talk about them. We talk about the white sugar, the sugar substitutes. Well, I want to show you something here. We talk about the sugar and the sugar substitutes. What I'm going to show you, I'm going to put them in this glass here and show you what's in your blood every day of your life. Because most of you out there, this is what's floating around in your blood every day of your life. So we talk about white sugar and sugar substitute. I'm going to go ahead. Well, see, it's already sticking to the glass there. So I'm going to show you, going to go ahead and put that in there. Put that, the white sugar. Then we're going to put what? White flour. We're going to put that white flour, which can clog up your body in so many different ways. That white flour is floating around in your body. Whether or not it comes from cakes, pies, cookies, donuts, pizzas, cream of wheat, grits, cereal, any of those things that are processed flour or meal, remember, can clog up your body. That's right. It could be a glue in your body. And then we talk about dairy products. Dairy products, which could be one of the most mucus-forming foods on this earth. Yes, every time you put it in your body, it can create mucus. You know, the stuff that you blow out of your nose when you have a cold? Mucus. Many people can walk around with as much as 25 pounds of this stuff in their body. So mucus can be one of the most dangerous substances that we can have in our body. And then we have the drinks, the sodas, the coffee, the tea, the orange juice, the punch. Juices out of the grocery store, all right here. We're going to put that in there also. This is what you're putting. Oh, it's looking good there. You see what I'm? And then then we put all of that in there, dairy products, and then we put in some red meat. Yeah, go ahead and slap some red meat in there. I'm going to put some red meat in there also. And then what? Then we need to put in some animal fat, butter, margarine, lard, corn oils, bacon grease. Also put in some saturated fat, all in there. And then we want to stir this all up. Look at that, but this is what's floating around in your blood every day of your life. You want to know why your blood is so thick and your blood pressure is going up? Because look at what you're putting in your blood every day of your life. So can you imagine why you don't need to clean your blood? You got to clean your blood every day of your life, because this, what we're talking about right here, is what's clogging up your blood. You see what I'm talking about? You've got to clean that blood. Even your children need to clean their blood every day of your life. So I want you to get a bottle of our gas.
welcome back to QETV Live Show with your host, Miss H. I hope you got an earful of Dr. Johnson where he was stirring up all that stuff in that glass to show you how your blood looked. And again, that's the topic for next week, so make sure you tune in. But right now, I have the lovely Miss Elerie Thomas with me in the studio. She has a very, very important products that we're going to be discussing right now. So again, go call someone, go text someone, IG someone, FaceTime someone. Find a way to reach out to someone and let them know that they don't want to miss this show, because Ms. Thomas will be showing you ways that you can defend yourself. And again, we're going to take another station break. After she talk about some of these beautiful products in this company that she's working with, she will give you some demonstration to show you why it's important to use these and to have these in your toolkit. So welcome, Elerie, to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss H, for even inviting me, for having an interest in Damsel and wanting to share it with your audience.
So tell us, what is Damsel?
Well, Damsel in Defense is a company that was started by two friends in Boise, Idaho in 2011. And what the women had in common between themselves were that they carried a self-defense product.
Oh, okay.
They were part of a mom's group, and they noticed that other moms in the group weren't carrying anything. And they just thought, just reflected on how important it is for mothers, for women, for anyone to have some type of self-defense product.
Yes.
So therefore, they got their heads together, and thus the company was birthed.
Wow.
And here we are almost 7.5 years later.
Wow. So two females.
Two females, yes.
Wow. Okay, so with all the things, and I hate to mention this because I don't like to give anything a void, but that what we just heard, that what just happened in PG County with that young lady that was sexually violated by one of our own Prince George police. Defenseless.
Exactly.
What do you do when you have something like that to happen? So I know that some of the tools that you have, me, myself, I have nothing in my purse. I have nothing on my keychain. So I want you to help me today. And I got all ears. And I hope you have all ears listening today. So where do you begin? Like, how do you share about these products? Because to me, this looks like a flashlight. This looks like another flashlight. And I saw this beautiful pen that I tried to take from you. What is all this stuff? Walk us through some of these products.
Yes, I will. And one of the main things is that, unfortunately, like you mentioned with the crime last week, that violent crime occurs in America once every 26 seconds. So you just think by the time you recite the alphabet from A to Z, some type of violent crime has occurred.
And a lot of it is against females.
Most of it is against females. 1 in 5 women will be a victim of a sexual assault. 1 in 3 a victim of domestic violence.
Do you think that's because we are sometimes vulnerable and we do not have things or educated like what you're doing today on sharing with us how we can become proactive in being aware of our surroundings and what to do in case of something like that happen?
Yes, and you used a couple keywords there.
Okay.
Because we aren't educated a lot of times.
Okay.
Having something in our hands gives you that sense of empowerment, gives you the sense also of being aware of your surroundings. We also teach something called situational awareness. And it's very important to look around and be aware of what's going on.
I like that. So situational awareness.
Yes.
So take me through that. If I'm getting out of my car, going to the grocery store 8, 9 o'clock, because now the time has changed.
Yes.
So this is a perfect time. And it's not just for ladies. I don't want you to think that this is just for females today, because young boys, teenage boys, they come home from practice and you got other boys that bully them, and they can have things that can help defend themselves. But take me through a scenario such as, what is situation awareness if I'm going to the grocery store, I'm in a parking lot, and I just feel like something is not right, like I have that sense.
Right.
How do I begin to start the 1, 2, 3s or the ABCs of situation awareness?
And usually that gut feeling is definitely a true feeling. Pay attention to that instinct.
Okay.
Look around when you're getting out of your vehicle. Even pay attention to the vehicles that are parked next to you.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I won't even park if the only space available right there is between 2 vans or 2 large vehicles. I'm going to find another space. I may have to walk a little further distance to get to the entrance of the store, but I don't want to sandwich myself in between those 2 large vehicles that somebody could slide open the door and snatch me that quick, and nobody would have seen a thing.
You know what? That's small, seems small, but that's powerful.
Yes.
I see that a lot in parking lot. And sometimes I'll get so upset because I'm like, oh, this parking space, why did you have to park right next to my van? And it seemed like it's always a male that get out of a car. And I'm not saying, you know, there's a thin line between being frightened and fearful versus the situation. But I like that idea. Now it's going to make me think when I'm parking again, look for space so that you can have that space in case you need it.
And another thing, in that situation when it's getting darker, I try to park under a light, under the light post.
Okay.
Near the light post, because I want that area lit when I'm coming back out of the store also. Because when someone's looking, a criminal is looking to do an attack, they're looking for somebody that looks unprepared, that's not paying attention, that is unaware of their surroundings, and it's an easy prey. So when you're walking out of the shops and now it's the busy season, we're going to be out doing shopping, Christmas time, and we're going to have all these bags, shopping bags. Your hands are tied up because you're carrying shopping bags. They're looking for something, maybe if it's someone walking with toddlers, and you have a toddler by the hand, you have one in a stroller, and you're, preoccupied with the children. You're an easy target. When you're walking and you have your cell phone, you're texting, you're sending a message, you're an easy target. You have your earbuds on, you're listening to music, you're an easy target. Have one earbud on and have that other ear open.
You're absolutely right. We have so many distractions.
Yes.
Not to mention, like she just said, as we're getting ready to come upon the most busiest time of the year, which is the Christmas season. And my God, we know what usually happen during that time of year. We have a lot of people that are, snatching purses and doing a lot of thefts, auto theft. So walk us through some of these products that are on the table, because everything too, I love it. It's beautiful, it's colorful, and yet it can look less intimidating to use. So
exactly. And like when the company was first started 7.5 years ago by the 2 stay-at-home moms, everything was pink and purple and colorful. But now we have graduated to more masculine colors also. Because like you mentioned, we know our young men, may need some form of protection. One of my favorite products, this is one of our pepper sprays, and it's called Hot Little Hand because it's a gloved pepper spray that fits right on your hand.
I love it.
So when you're walking, you have it concealed in a fist. You're walking, you're jogging, no one would ever know that you had a pepper spray.
So turn that around so
I'm
they can
sorry,
see
yes,
that.
That's the
so the pepper spray is concealed right in the hand.
In the palm of your hand.
All you joggers and runners, I know you like that.
Yes.
Power walkers. That is beautiful.
Exactly.
I love that. And yet it's looks like it's lightweight as
Very
well.
much.
Okay.
Very much. So that's one of our pepper sprays. And we have
Okay.
other pepper sprays that will go on your key ring, that you can clip on your waistband. I would say just having something, you know, be ready, don't have to get ready.
Okay.
You know, be prepared. And whatever self-defense product that you carry, make sure you have it. You don't want to have to dig in the bottom of your purse and your backpack to try to get to it in the event that you need it at that particular moment.
I like it. I like it. So we would need two. We just only need
You
one,
just need-
right?
you
Like,
just
don't
need one.
overdo it, okay?
But we do something we layer our protection. Just
Okay.
like police officers do. Police officers aren't just having a gun on their hip. They have the taser, then they have the pepper spray, they have a baton.
Oh.
So we layer
I
our
didn't
protection
think about
also.
that. So you can get layered up.
Yes, yes. So you may
Okay.
have your pepper spray. Then I'm walking in the evening, especially again now that it's getting dark early. So I may have my pepper spray here, but then I may also have a stun gun that has a flashlight on it that I'm carrying in my other hand.
Stun gun.
A stun
You can
gun.
walk around with one in the state of Maryland?
Yes. Now there is a restriction on stun guns in Ocean City. Ocean City right now still has the restriction. Other areas in the state and in different counties have lifted restrictions. So, but it's definitely good to look up the laws.
Okay, for your state.
Google the laws for your state, for your county, for your jurisdiction.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes, because there are, and then people get tasers mixed up with a stun gun. So
Okay,
there's
what's
a
the
difference.
difference? That's what I
Okay,
was
so the
gonna ask you.
tasers, when we see on the movies, on the news, where
So
the
do you have one out here?
no, we don't sell tasers.
Oh, you don't sell
We don't sell tasers, yes,
Okay.
because the tasers are restricted. Because the tasers are going to shoot the prongs out, and the prongs go and are
okay.
embedded into the person's skin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when you see
Yeah,
those
yeah,
movies
yeah,
and
yeah.
everything, so the next thing they have to do, that person has to go to the emergency room to get those
Oh,
removed.
got you.
Okay, whereas a stun gun, we have some little cute little different styles and shapes, colors. The stun gun is just going to send that electric voltage through a person's body, which is
Now,
going to
there are
cause them.
special laws for that, to send those type of lasers to a person's body that wouldn't hurt?
It's self-defense. Self-defense.
self-defense.
I was in fear of my life. You know, you used your product in self-defense.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. So we can't do a demonstration here, but how does it work?
Yes, so with our stun gun, so this particular style here is called Get a Grip, just because it grips perfectly in your hand. It's easy to carry. It comes in about 5 colors. All of our stun guns have a safety feature, which is a disable pin. The disable pin you wear around your bracelet. You wear the bracelet around your wrist, and you have it inserted into your stun gun. So when you're walking, like I said, when I'm walking, and especially, again, using that scenario about the shopping center, holiday shopping, as you're walking towards your vehicle, you want to be able to look underneath of your vehicle.
Oh, okay.
You want to be able to look in the vehicles
So
next
it
to you.
serves as a flashlight
Yes.
as well as a stun gun.
Yes, and a lot of times, you probably 9 times out of 10, you would never have to stun anyone. But the sound of your stun gun is a deterrent enough to let somebody know that you have something. If you're feeling uncomfortable, uneasy, you're walking through that parking lot again, there are a group of maybe some not so nice looking characters hanging around, and you're walking, you have your 2-year-old, you have your shopping bags, and you just want to just let them know, I'm not the one. And you can sound off your stun gun as a deterrent just so they'll know that you do have something in your possession.
Oh, okay. So you have the ability to just do the sound versus
Yes,
actually
please,
employ
right,
it. Okay.
Right. And so again, so that's the little silver button that goes up once midway, and that's a flashlight. Once it's all the way up, it's a little red light that comes on. If you can see the little red light, then this silver button will activate the stun.
Wow.
Do you want me to?
We can
Put
do
your
it after the
laughter.
break
Okay.
because we're going to
Okay.
do some more demos.
we'll
I
make
just
some.
wanted them to see what that was. I like it just even for the flashlight and then the
Yes.
separation. It
Exactly.
separates.
The separation, again, I'm sorry, and thanks for bringing that up. So with your stun gun on and that red light on, if the attacker were to snatch your stun gun from you, it becomes disabled, and they cannot turn around and use it on you because you still have the bracelet on.
Awesome. I like that.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's our disabled pin. We have a whole line of products that are for while you're on the go. Things for your automobile. Make, again, something that's going to make an excellent Christmas gift. Something that's even good for new drivers. I went through that 3 times with with teenagers who are young adults now. So this has a glass breaker.
Oh.
If you're trapped inside of a vehicle. It has a seatbelt cutter. It's a heavy-duty razor blade there.
It is?
Yes.
This is a razor blade?
See the little...
Wow.
So you're able to cut yourself quickly out of a seatbelt. Now you see, a lot of times on the news, on movies, where people are trapped in seatbelts.
And this will actually shatter the glass.
This will shatter glass. You just punch. You punch it up, and you don't even have to use force. You just tap that up against the glass. There's a diamond cut needle that comes out. It pierces the glass and shatters it, and you're able to escape the vehicle. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So with the glass breaker, the seatbelt cutter, it's also the head of it is magnetic, so it will adhere to the trunk, hood, roof of your car. It's a beacon light, the middle button, so you can be seen from a distance.
Oh,
so while you're on the road, you're waiting for AAA, roadside assistance, your significant other, you tell them you're at exit 15B, and they can start seeing you.
See the flashing light.
As they are approaching you.
That is a must-to-have
Yes.
in everyone's
vehicle.
car, not just females.
Yes.
Every teenager, every male and adult. That is a must-to-have. You probably need 2 of them,
Right.
one in the front and the back, because I can't get to the trunk when I need to get cut out of a seatbelt.
Exactly, and definitely need to keep it in your middle or your side console.
Okay.
Even, dollar store, get a piece of Velcro and Velcro it just right there so it can be at hand. Because you're right, because if you're locked in that seatbelt,
I can't get
you
to the
can't
trunk.
reach, you may not even be able to reach your glove compartment. But if you have it right there in your middle or your side console, you will be able to get to your road trip, and that's what it's called. It's called your road trip.
I like that.
Yes. And the ink pen that I let you use earlier.
Yes.
So this is one of our new products. It comes in a navy blue and a pretty rose pink. So it makes nice gifts again. The navy blue for a male. And this is actually one of our striking tools. It's a martial arts striking tool that you would be able to fight off an attacker.
With an ink pen.
With an ink pen. It's a heavy aluminum. It's a great functioning writing ink pen.
So it really does write, too.
Yes, it really does
Okay.
write, too. The end of it, rub your finger across that right there.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it's a jagged edge, so the
It
end
sure
of it
is.
is a DNA extractor. You hit your attacker with that end of it. It will extract DNA, skin cells, and perhaps even blood that you would turn into the police. Maybe they can run that through their database to see if the person is, a listed criminal and already in the system.
They must have a lot of professional people sitting down in their boardrooms,
Behind the scenes.
FBI people, to help them come up with these ideas. Because can you imagine if a lot of the females who have been sexually assaulted and they have been unable to solve their cases, something this simple right now would just solve a lot of mysteries.
Yes.
But we
That would
have
be
it
wonderful.
now.
Yes.
So this is definitely a plus for everyone to have. And you said it comes in blue and pink.
Yes.
And what is this pretty little tool here?
Okay.
I know it's a tool.
Right. So this is our original. This is our original Sakatumi, which again is our striking tool. The martial artists train with it. The technical name is a kubaton. It has the finger grips. You grip it with your finger here, support it with your thumb. You're able to fight off an attacker.
Wow.
It's made out of heavy aluminum, so it does have some weight to it. So hitting someone at full force could definitely do some damage.
Wow.
Again, in any situation with our products or any other product, the main thing you want to do is to get to safety.
Right.
Get to safety. With our stun guns, we say stun and run. With our spray and get away. The most important thing is for you to be safe. Try to get to help to a secured location. This is just another model of it. This one is our Platinum series. Again, grip here, and you're able to fight off an attacker. Okay. And I'll show some other moves with it when we come back from break.
Okay. And I see, what is this right here?
So that one is called Gotcha. And that is just another one of our stun guns.
Oh, it looks like a camera.
Yes.
So this is another weapon?
This is.
Tool?
Yes. This is, and it works the same way as our Get a Grip stun gun with the disable pin, which is the safety feature. This stun gun also has an alarm. So it has your flashlight.
Okay.
It has the flashlight. It has an alarm, so I won't sound it. I'll demonstrate it later. It has the stun, the exact same thing. It breaks away. The attacker cannot turn around and stun you back with your product. This one also has a power bank, and you can use it to charge up your cell phone.
Really?
Yes. Yes. So this is the most popular one, and this one right now for a extremely limited time is our flash sale that just started yesterday. Buy one, get one free.
Wow.
Yes.
So it looks like you're carrying a handheld camera.
Exactly.
But yet you're carrying protection.
Your self-defense product, yes.
So a lot of this stuff is camouflaged so that you're not really, people really don't know what you're carrying. Mm-hmm. Wow, we have to be careful these days and time. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to take a station break right now. And when we come back, again, call someone because she's going to demonstrate some of these products, and we're going to talk about possibly how to get in touch with her so that she can come to your home and do an in-home demonstration, or you having a conference or a workshop. She can do any of those for you. Call someone and let them know that you're watching QETV Live Show with your host, Miss H, and with Elerie Thomas. We'll be right back.
So you like smooth jazz? Great. Horn of Plenty, Harvest Harmony from saxophonist Travis Bridges. Smooth jazz and all the sax you'll ever need. Available at travisbridges.com. 786-487-7338. Horn of Plenty from Travis Bridges. All the sax you'll ever need.
Hello, and welcome back to QETV Live Show with your host, Miss H, and my special guest in the studio today, Elerie Thomas from Damsel Pro. We were just talking about a lot of products available for you for self-defense and to arm you when you go out of the house or when you're walking, jogging, just different ways in which you can feel safe as the holidays are coming up. And, you know, for your teenager or for your moms or your aunts and different ones that you may be concerned about. Because a lot of times we, especially college students, a lot of times they're on their phones, they got their earplugs in, they're not looking at their surroundings. And Elerie was just sharing with me about how to take an inventory of situation awareness, how to not get sandwiched in when you're parking in a parking lot, and how to just, you know, have your hands free and not look intimidated by your surrounding and not be caught off guard. Because most people who want to strike, that's what they're looking for. People that are unaware, people that are not proactive, people that are not aware of what's going on. So like I promised, we're back, and I want you, Elerie, to share with the studio audience some more of these products for maybe some of those who have just tuned in. Walk us back through, first of all, Damsel in Defense. Tell us the company you work for, and then go into some of the demonstrations.
Okay, well, thank you. Yes, so the company again is Damsel in Defense. I was started 7.5 years ago in Boise, Idaho by 2 stay-at-home moms who just had this wonderful idea that they wanted to help protect women. And not only protect women, but also to give back. So part of the proceeds from our sales, we are able to donate to charities and organizations who are helping survivors of domestic abuse, sexual assault. I've also partnered with safe houses that are helping to get young women back acclimated into society once they've been rescued from sex and human trafficking.
So empower them again.
Empower.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Okay. So as we were talking, this is one of my little favorites right here. Tell us, start with that one.
So this one is called Hot Little Hand. Right now it's available in a hot pink and black. Well, the black is on back order. But we can definitely
I can imagine, yeah.
So it's a glove that fits, it's a little half glove that fits on your hand where the pepper spray is concealed. The tips of the pepper spray also glow in the dark.
Oh, it's glow.
It glows in the dark. And it's a locked position so it doesn't accidentally go off in your pocket, in your purse, backpack, or what have you. So when all of our pepper sprays work the exact same. So the lock position. So as you're walking, I just usually already have mine unlocked.
Okay, so you disarm yours already.
Already, as soon as I step out that door, because I don't know if that neighbor's pit bull have got out, and I'm on my evening stroll.
Now let me ask you, what is the rules about pepper spraying someone's pet? Because you know people are pet lovers. They'll fight you over their pet versus their own children or people.
Right. And I am so glad that you asked. And that's where the difference comes in, where people always, they'll come up to me and say, oh, I carry a mace. Oh, I already have mace. Mace and pepper spray is different.
You're really educating me today.
Well, thank you.
So mace is different from pepper spray.
Yes, mace is chemically based. So where mace could potentially do permanent damage to that pet, whereas pepper spray is just a high, very high concentration of free peppers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's going to affect them.
Burn.
It's going to burn,
but you'll get over it.
It's going to cause temporary blindness, so you can get away and get out of a situation, but it will not potentially do permanent damage. The same thing like with mace, and I give the example all the time, even if a small child. I have 3 small granddaughters, 1, 3, and 5, who love to go in Mumsy's purse looking for candy. Mm-hmm. So if they were to get a hold of my pepper spray and spray themselves, they would just be very uncomfortable for a very long time, you know, with the pepper spray. But mace could potentially harm their eyes and do permanent damage.
But
because
you
of the
guys don't
chemicals.
sell
Nope,
mace still.
Pepper spray.
Oh, good,
Pepper
good,
spray
good.
only.
And are those renewable, like reusable,
Yes.
that you can refill them, or you just buy
Exactly.
another canister?
Exactly. They are,
Okay.
and that was a wonderful question. They are refillable.
Okay.
People always ask me about how many uses can you get out of a pepper spray. And I say, if someone is attacking you, then you want to empty the can. I'm going to
Whoa.
spray until this can is empty. A feature of our pepper sprays is that our pepper sprays will spray 16 feet away. They have a
Okay.
built-in dye in it. It's an orange dye. It's a UV dye. Traces of that dye will stay on the criminal for up to 7 days.
Wow.
Hopefully they could be identified and picked up by the police within that time frame. And the beautiful part why I tell them to empty the can is because with Damsel in defense, if you have to use one of our pepper sprays in an attack and you fill out a police report, we will send you a brand new one for free for the lifetime that you have it.
That's awesome.
That's our guarantee.
We would hope that you would never have to,
exactly.
but if you do, empty that sucker,
Empty
because
that can on down.
it can be replaced, but
Yes.
your life cannot
Yes.
be. So I like that.
And even if they've come up, they've grabbed your purse, they grabbed your shopping bag, and they took off running, you got your pepper spray. Because it sprays 16 feet away, again, mark them up from behind. Mark their clothing.
Yeah.
It's just that orange dye. Mark the back of their head, their hair, their hat, whatever. Mark them up.
Wow.
Still dispense your pepper spray.
I like that. I like
Fill out
that.
that police report. We'll send you a brand new one for
Okay.
free. Yes.
Ladies, gentlemen, young and old, you need this. Okay,
Yes.
what's next?
Now, I'm going to show you the pepper spray that I personally carry
Okay.
in my key ring. So this is my key ring. And on one end of it,
You want me to hold
you can hold
the
it.
mic?
Yes,
Okay.
Thank you. So my personal key ring. Because for one, you should have your vehicle key separate from your house keys. So my key ring is my vehicle key, my mother's house key, my house keys, mailbox keys are on this end with my pepper spray. My Sakatumi striking my Sakatumi striking tool is the side with my car key. The keychain in the middle is a breakaway keychain.
Okay.
Okay, so I have my keys in my hand. Someone comes up behind me. They grab me around my neck, around my waist. Bam, that quick. I done broke away, and I done got them. So you didn't even see how fast that happened.
No.
It happened so fast. The key ring broke away. Okay, my striking tool, because I'm going to go for the pressure points on their body. So if they grab me from behind, I'm going for that pressure point. I'm going to catch them probably right in their thigh. Keychain going to break away that fast. Or if they're coming at me, I'm going for the pressure point. I'm going for the neck area, the upper body area. It breaks away that fast.
Okay.
Okay, so that's for your close combat. If someone's up on you, they're touching you, they're grabbing you. Your pepper spray is, again, that's going to be for your distance. Remember, because it's going to spray 16 feet away.
Okay, so by that time you can reach for
Yes,
your
yes,
pepper spray.
Yes, and if you're in your car and you need to escape your car real quick, you may be at the gas station. We hear those stories too. And somebody's jumping your car, they're making you get out, they're carjacking you. You have your key in the ignition. Okay, you don't care about the car. I mean, you do, but we have car insurance
right,
that will
right.
be replaced. Okay, but we don't want them to have access to your home. Because they're going to start going through your glove box, fumbling through things. They'll find your registration, a piece of mail, something with your home address. So not only do they have your vehicle, they have your house keys and your address. So if you have your key in ignition and you need to break away this clack, I'm taking my car keys with me. I mean, my house keys with me.
Right.
So that's your breakaway keychain.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
So you sell those too, the
Yes.
breakaway?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So all this set. You can buy it. We bundle them up as sets, so you can buy pieces individual.
Oh,
Mix and
okay.
match a variety of colors.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Thank
So,
you.
tools of the trade.
Yes.
Now, what is this little piece? This looks like a door stopper.
Exactly. It's a door stopper with a built-in alarm. So it works excellent. Again, going back to talking about your students in college and dorm rooms, those who travel a lot, your portable door alarm will work at a hotel.
That's an alarm?
It's an alarm. It'll work. It has a suction cup, so it'll also work in a sliding patio door. It'll work on a window. You set the alarm at night. It's high-low sensitivity. There's illuminated light on the side, and that's the alarm. So when it's wedged at the door
that's
at night,
a huge deterrent.
yes, if the door hits it, when the door is being opened, or just somebody just walking by, maybe some kids in the apartment building, they, checking doors, shaking doors, or on a cruise ship, in a hotel, or wherever.
Oh, it's portable. You
It's
just take
portable.
it
You
with you.
Put it in your luggage, and you take it to your next destination. Yes. Yes.
These girls was on it. They were thinking about everything. You
Yes.
need one of these at home.
At home,
And
got back door.
to go to travel with, because like you said, you can take them on cruise ships, you can take them in hotels when you go on business meetings, and dorm rooms for the dorm. This is awesome.
Yes.
I love it.
And it
I love
sounds
it.
off. That's 120
Wow.
decibels that you heard. Where our smoke detectors in our house are usually about 85 decibels. So just give you an idea of a difference of how loud it is.
Okay.
So it's a deterrent again, because when somebody hears that, they're gonna run off.
They're gonna run, right?
They're gonna run.
right.
They're gonna think it's a whole big alarm system, and it's loud enough to wake you up so you can come and investigate to see what happened.
Wow. And then you just disalarm it when you come down.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just turn it.
And you said
off.
it can fit in windows as well.
Yes, it has a suction cup, so you would put it on your window, maybe here, so someone
Oh,
cannot
it's trying
slide
to
your window right sideways on your patio door, so they wouldn't be able to slide your door.
Wow.
It's a suction cup. It's going to stop the door from being slid open. Plus, it's going to sound off. The alarm's going to sound off.
Wow, this is excellent for dorm rooms and basements too.
Yes,
I like
basement.
this. Okay. And what about this?
Okay, so this one is called Holla His. We have Holla His because it's blue and black, and then the Holla Hers is pink and black. So these are excellent seniors who may not feel comfortable carrying a pepper spray or a stun gun, that they may, have difficulty, maybe suffering with arthritis, and maybe they just can't, maneuver
Right.
that pepper spray or that stun gun. So they, again, will have that alarm. It's the same alarm. It's going to sound off at 120 decibels. It's a flashlight. It's a little mini flashlight.
Okay.
Flashlight is security in itself, because you shine that right in someone's eyes or between their eyes, that's going to, cause them to back up.
Yeah.
And then the sound off the alarm, you would just push the little button up.
Wow.
Extremely
okay.
loud. 120 decibels. Another thing, these will go on a child's backpack.
Oh, yes.
On a child's backpack, they're going to school, maybe a bullying situation or something where they can't have, a pepper spray, a weapon, something like that in school, but they can have an alarm. If they're feeling, again, uneasy about something, that maybe something's been going on. And a lot of times, too, even for the smaller kids, my 5-year-old granddaughter has this on her backpack going to school. Because the other thing, another product that Damsel has introduced about 2 years ago is a line called Safe Hearts. And Safe Hearts is teaching the children about safety, about gun safety, about their bodies, body boundaries, inappropriate touch. Because unfortunately, before the age of 17 is where 70% of the sexual assaults occur. And it's not just the stranger, the kooky-looking person down the street. It's usually somebody who we have entrusted our child to. It's a family member, it's a teacher, it's a coach. So we have a series of 12 storybooks with different scenarios that are teaching children and making them aware of tricky situations. And through the proceeds of that line that we have, then we're able to give and offer free counseling to families who have found themselves in those horrible situations.
I love that.
Yes.
And like you said, it's all too sad that we got to go that age and teach our children. But that's the world we live in now. That's the type of culture we have now, that people are just, like you said, it's within the home. Sometimes it's within the family. And you have to teach them about this. You have to introduce. So they have a line for the children where you
Yes.
can read the books and
board
things,
games,
board
lunch boxes,
Wow.
backpacks,
Lunch
anything-
boxes.
Yes, anything to keep them engaged with Safe Hearts, because the Safe Hearts, they're based on characters that comes to the child's rescue in a story. So it's almost like a
Oh, I like
superhero
that.
kind of
Okay.
thing. You know, that are rescuing the children from that tricky situation. You know, warning them of what possibly could happen.
And you never know. They always say you never know. It may be a child that have to save mommy's life from an intruder or from daddy or from the a friend that they invite over, and to teach a child what to do in case of, because all too often, like you says, it's the educational piece and the defenseless piece that if people prey on people that are vulnerable, but when you make someone aware and you educate them and they become proactive, then you know what? It just really puts you in that secure feeling.
Yes.
You know, I already feel
Right,
secure sitting here,
It's
just
giving
like
them
I can't wait.
a sense of empowerment.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
because my life is worth the fight.
Yes.
And even with the alarms, one of the things that used to scare me, well, my son, he'll be 19 in a few weeks, and when he was at that age, when we were out at a restaurant, at a movie theater, at a shopping mall, where now he's a big boy at 6 or 7. He wants to go in the men's restroom. He doesn't want to go in the women's restroom with mommy anymore. That would scare me to death, sending my little son off into the men's restroom.
Yeah.
So a lot of kids will have this on their zipper pull. They'll have it on their belt loops. Again, it's a tool. If you feel uneasy, if someone's saying something to you inappropriately, they're trying to touch you, they're asking you to touch them, you sound that alarm off. And you draw as much attention to yourself as possible.
Oh, I love it. I love it. How can people get a hold of you if they want to invite you out to demonstrate this and talk about your products?
Well, thanks so much for asking, because yes, I do in-home demonstration, private showings. I do your church, your women's conferences, a girls' night out event. Talk to anybody from Girl Scout age to senior citizens.
Oh, I love it.
So my website is mydamselpro.net, mydamselpro.net/protect-her. Or my email is the letter IBPACAKEN, and we'll have that in the comment section, because it's IBPacking.
IBPacking. I love it.
IBPacking, yes.
Wow.
Yes. So, and again, we also, we teach you how to stage your home, how to have different products in different areas of your home.
Oh, really?
Yes, I did that recently with my mother, who was a widow. My father was D.C. law enforcement for over 20 years. So she's in the same home that my parents purchased when I was 13 months old.
Wow.
So I went floor to floor and room to room with her. Okay, you have a pepper spray here, you have a pepper spray here. Okay, stun gun beside your bed. She carries the stun gun in her purse with her pepper spray. So anywhere in your house that you may be, and there's a home invasion in your home, and if you are backed up in a corner, and if you only remember, okay, I know in this potted plant over here, I have a pepper spray planted. I have a pepper spray planted in this seat cushion of this sofa. Just different places in the house, because you never know. A lot of people tell me, oh, I don't go out. I don't need any of your products because I don't go out much. But what if someone comes in uninvited?
Yeah.
So
and like you says, I like the way you say she's staging the home, because all too often when I was a college rep, schools are being staged to show how to walk through a mass shooting. And if I'm in that school when I was a college rep, I had to participate, even though I was a outsider, but I was in the school at the time the alarm went off. We all had to go through that mass shooting demonstration where we had to hide under the desk, close the doors, shut the windows, put up the things. So we should now be having those in our home in case to prepare, So to me, staging is a way to prepare. Like, what would you do if someone came through the front? It's almost like a fire drill.
Exactly, yes.
You do a drill, a safety drill.
Yes.
And definitely, people that are home alone, you should do that. And especially our seniors, like you says, they are vulnerable. Very vulnerable right now because, like you says, they see this as, I don't want to hurt nobody.
Exactly. Right.
And, that's the feeling I have when it comes to guns. I don't want, a gun in the home, but I definitely want a lot of these tools in my home to stage them. So, Elerie, I am so thankful that you came today. I want to have you back again because as the holiday is approaching, these are awareness and safety tools that I don't want anyone to forget about.
Thank you.
I want everybody to be prepared. I want everyone to have one of these items in their purse, on their keychain, or in their home. And if you were to, before we close, if you were to say which one, pick one that everyone should start with, which tool or product would you say would be?
I would probably say that everyone should have maybe at least the pen. The pen is a functioning ink pen. It's your striking tool. It's a flashlight. It's a DNA extractor.
Okay.
And then you can take these anywhere.
Okay.
A lot of the other products you can't take in certain buildings.
Oh.
Okay.
That's why we got to have you back because we got to talk about
transportation. Yes.
Yes. What you
plenty
can
of things
take.
I didn't even get to touch
we didn't
on.
get the chance to go over all of these. So we will have. I hope you will come back.
I would love to come back.
Okay, so you heard it here. Again, we're closing the show. We're winding down. Thank you so much for viewing QETV Live Show with your host, Mrs. H, and with our special guest, Elerie Thomas. It's just so much we didn't get a chance to do today, and I will have her back. And again, if you are interested in having her come out and do a home demonstration, coming out and speaking to your church group, your senior home or Girl Scout group, or, a young person in college, any form of information that you want to get to women in battered or, a domestic violence group that you regularly meet with, she will be happy to come out, tell them once more, and we'll end the show with how to reach you, your telephone number and email.
Okay, the telephone number is area code 202-550-3187, and that's the best means to contact me, text or phone call. And my email again is the letter B, PACKEN @gmail.com, and that's IBPackin.
I be packing. I love it. Again, have a safe and wonderful day. And don't forget, next week, go vote.
Yes.
November the 6th. Thank you. Love you.
God bless.